Welcome to Jen's Daily Dish, where I bake things on camera for the very first time so you can bake along with me and learn from my mistakes. Today we're baking coffee cake biscuits. Oh yes, mixing together a luscious, buttery, rich biscuit with a little bit of cinnamon, and then it has a crumb topping just like a coffee cake. Sounds delicious, right? Well, let's find out together. And thank you for this song request. Here we go. Adding cinnamon to biscuits, putting a crumb on top. Coffee cake biscuits sound so good, I kinda cannot stop. But I will so we can make them. Right now, let's get this started. Coffee cake biscuits. This recipe comes together pretty quickly, so get your ingredients all ready to go. We start by making that crumb topping, and then we move on to the biscuits. We bake them, and then we eat them. That's it. Cake flour, dark brown sugar, granulated sugar, cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, salt. Mix together. Add your maple syrup or vanilla to your melted butter. Add your butter and maple syrup mixture to your dry ingredients. Mix until it forms clumps and you don't see any dry spots. Set your topping to the side while we make the biscuits. Flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon. Whisk together. Put a box grater directly in here and you can grate your butter, or you can cut them up into pats and smush it into the flour, whatever you like. I'm gonna grate it. Use your hands and lightly toss the grated butter into your mixture, and or if you've cut it into pats, smush it in. Add your buttermilk. Use a spatula to gently stir this all together. Now that it's started to come together, I'm going to knead it into a shape a little bit, and then we're going to transfer it to make our biscuits. We're going to transfer the dough, but lightly flour your surface first, and we're going to make sure that this all comes together. All right, now that it's like one solid thing, we're going to shape this into an 8 by 8 square. Go ahead and move them to your pan with parchment paper or that you have greased. Brush the tops of your biscuits with buttermilk. Add your crumb topping. Should cover the entire thing. Put in your freezer for at least 30 minutes. This is going to help the butter to congeal a little bit again and help the biscuit really hold its shape. While your biscuits are cooling down in the freezer, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes until they're a nice golden brown. And one note as a refresher, when they're in the oven, that butter, which is now frozen, will steam and expand, and that's what makes those layers in biscuits. Time's up. Oh, look at these. Oh my. The best thing about biscuits, we get to eat them warm. Look at these coffee cake biscuits. See those layers? Do you think that these are going to be just as good as I think they're going to be? I think so, yes. But let's take a bite. It's like a rich, buttery biscuit with cinnamon flavor and then that crumb topping on top. Oh my goodness. These are spectacular, and I will be making these on repeat in my house. How about you? Did you bake along with me? If I can bake these coffee cake biscuits for the very first time with you watching me every step of the way, you can too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check me out on Instagram for so much more.